All I ever ask is keep it 8 more than 92 with me 100. Yeah, 100. All I ever ask is 100. Yeah, 100. All I ever ask is 100.
Hello, welcome to Dab Sports on a Victory Sunday. You know,
Yes,
you
sir.
got D and Adam. We appreciate you, tuning in. You may be wrapping gifts or, out shopping for Christmas while you listen to us. We appreciate you. Um, that subscriber count on YouTube is, triple digits now. We cleared 100,
Turn up.
you know.
Let's go.
Appreciate y'all. I think
Let's go.
when I last looked, we was like 10. Let's see, I'll tell you right now. We're well over 100. So we, we,
Yeah,
we still
that's solid.
climbing. Appreciate everybody for,
Yeah.
rocking with us. 104. We about to crack 105. But,
Turn up. Turn up, boy.
but hey, man, first place.
Feels good, man. Feels good. We go. We know what we need. We know what path we need to follow. It was a good win, man. It was a good win. Were you surprised with the way everything turned out?
Um, no, no. So I, for a moment, thought it was going to end in a tie. I was like, there's a chance this might end in a tie. And I was like, that'd be crazy. And then literally with 2 minutes left, I heard the free throw curse and I heard the announcer say, um, there hasn't been a interception or turnover all game. And I was like, oh, we about to get a pick. It's like, as soon as he said it, I was like, oh, here come a pick. Like, I just knew it. Here come a pick. So I thought it was going to end in a tie because I was
Yeah,
watching the game with Lauren and she was like, well, somebody's gonna have to win. And I was like, oh shoot, watch it end in a tie. So I was like, oh, I got that. And then the announcer came back over top of where there hasn't been no turnovers right after we
yeah.
got the field goal. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a pick. But I mean, I guess what you think?
I mean, look, I was pleasantly surprised. As you know, I daggone felt like I told you in the last pod, bro. I said if it comes down to a situation where we either could get the ball last or we have a chance to score if it's tight, then I think we could pull it out. Just because, as you saw, their defense is just fraudulent, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? They were. I seemed like the Buccaneers had a solid defense at the beginning of the season. I don't really be keeping up with like their injuries or whatever, so I'm not really sure. But we've been going through injuries and we've been plugging along, so. Yeah, man, I definitely was a little bit surprised like by just how good we look. I just really can't get a beat on the team, bro. It's like we literally over the past 2 months, we just been going win loss, win loss, win loss. So I just can't get a beat for the team, bro. I mean, I guess like based on that pattern, we were supposed to win today, and then we might lose next week. So pleasantly surprised, bro. Pleasantly surprised. I felt like Bryce played a solid game. He had a good game for Bryce. You know what I mean? Like a great game for Bryce is 250, 300. I feel like a good game for Bryce is when he throws for right around 200. We play ball control. He doesn't throw any picks or anything like that. And he had a couple, bro, for him right now, the biggest thing for Bryce in terms of making another leap or any kind of leap is just to stop taking those dumbass sacks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like in key situations, he'll take a dumb sack, and for whatever reason, our offense seems like if we get behind in the chains at all, that kind of messes up the whole drive. You know what I'm saying? So that was my biggest takeaway. Defense did what I expected them to do. They held Buccaneers as much as they could. And the offense, they held up their end of the bargain this week. So all around good complimentary game, man.
Yeah, like especially at the beginning of the game, I saw like a lot of I would call it like week one Panther stuff. Like the run defense didn't start too hot. Like Bucky was looking like he was gonna have a big game those first couple drives. It had a seam route drop. Even on like the first play, I was just like, hey, Bryce threw a like bad ball to T-Mac to start the game, and it looked like a pressing throw. And I was like, oh man, is he feeling the pressure of, the division being on the line? But, you know, from there, he went on to play, well for this game. Yeah, I mean, overall, I would say it was a team win. My boy, the rookie, we've been talking about him the past couple weeks. Um, I always forget how to pronounce his name. Scorton. it has been we've
Yeah,
been seeing flashes. Like this was his like I ain't gonna say coming out game, but he was consistent. It was multiple flashes throughout the whole game. He blew that one screen play up. Yeah, he just had a really good game. Like to me, if I was to have a standout person, it would be him for this game. Jax and Mike Jack showed up. Um, I said, man, I was scared this was gonna be the bad Mike Jack game because I knew all their whole receiving core was finally healthy. So, um,
yeah,
yeah, I feel like Mike Jack is kind of like opposite Bryce in a way where when these great receiving cores come in, we be like, oh man, he about to have a long day. He play all right. And then we play a okay,
yeah.
that's when he get torched. Like he need to see killers
Facts.
and then he gonna step up. But ain't no killers. Hey, run by, do what you want. Like, pick. Like,
Bro, you are 100% right, dog. He that going in the games every single game we've expected him to get torched. He surprised us. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I think he only has like 2 or 3 picks this year, but those are the games we were doubting him, bro. And then he just comes. He plays big in big games, bro. I like Mike
yeah,
Jack.
especially
I like
because
Mike
going
Jack a
back to
lot.
that Rams game where he's the number one corner and you got that receiver, yeah, we
Yeah.
expected him to whew, get picked on bad, but
You know what? One thing about the defense that was surprising though is I felt like DB didn't have a lot of moments today. Usually DB will have a couple moments, especially when it gets money time. I seen on Twitter people were asking if he was hurt.
wait, no, I feel like early in the game he did have like there was one run with Bucky went up the middle and he like just shit it. The guard got him out the way and got a tackle loss for yards. I think he still plays solid. Like I think he plays solid.
He's taking a double
Yeah,
team, so
like
he
I
helps.
think
He helps the defense
yeah, I believe
regardless.
their focus on him is allow Scorton to kind of get off. Like I almost think they treated him like how they see other teams treat Vita Vea, and they were like, "Yo, we know what to do with this D tackle," and they just doubled him, and
Yeah,
it allows Scorton on the outside to get busy a little more. But yeah, I think he had a good game. Like D tackles is one of those ones where it's you can have an A+ game and have no stats, but it's because of your impact. Like it can be more of an impactful position.
yeah,
But yeah, I think he had a solid game. Now, something I've noticed the past 2 weeks is we do give up a lot of penalty like first downs where you got to stop. And the past couple weeks, it's been get a penalty and they keep the ball, you know, going. Oh man, I just drew a blank on that one that happened early, but it ended up just being another field goal. Like they made the field goal, um, got a first down. Was it roughing the passer? Man, I can't remember what that play was. I think it was roughing the passer. Either way, it was like a silly penalty, and luckily we still got to
yeah.
stop, and they just kicked another field goal, and then the punt, like the refs just didn't call it. Like that was clear roughing the kicker. Well,
I don't know what the. Yeah, I needed more of an explanation, man. Because Princely, I thought he was about to cost us like the game, basically. Why you heard Stink talking about it on the broadcast. I know part of it is like if they're I guess if they're already in the air, as long as they don't hit the plant leg. Because that leg, the kick leg, you know what I'm saying? I guess he hit that side of him, so I'm thinking that helped. And then like with I know that the holding call or the holding penalty didn't offset it. You know what I'm saying? Because they would have called both penalties and been like these offsets. Yeah, I don't really know what happened with that. There's no way he missed that. You know what I'm saying? There was no. I just don't see how you could miss that. But yeah, Princely, bro, that was scary for a second. That could have changed the game.
yeah, and I remember that penalty was now. It was the one where they lined up over the center, uh, and
Oh
they
yeah,
had to
yeah.
re-kick it.
I know
I
exactly what
want to
you're talking about.
shout out a Buck.
Yeah.
Um, their center
Who?
Barton, who's from North Carolina. There was a couple penalties he got. I was like, hey man, are you cooking up for your
Yeah,
hometown
he
team?
doing this for the
Yeah.
city.
So shout out him for holding it down. And then his they tackled, man. They showed him in that Guardian cap so many times between the holding, downfield. But yeah, I saw Barton a
Man,
couple times with it.
number 67.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he was showing out because
yeah.
one of the offsides on the tackle was where he just didn't snap the ball, pushing it back against their own 5. It was 1st and 20. I was like, yeah, man, hold it down for North Carolina.
See, see, most people might think that he was putting on bad tape, but in his mind, he's going to email the Carolina Panthers like, "Look, That was for you. All right. If that doesn't show you how much I want to be a Panther, he's trying to be on the squad. I don't know if I want him. You know what I'm saying? Making penalties like that. But yeah, salute to him, bro. Salute to him.
But yeah, man.
Oh man, that's
So
funny. That O line played solid again today, man. Like Bryce is weird, man, with that his maneuverability in the pocket because he's definitely like Bryce. What's his name? The quarterback we just going against. Mayfield. Mayfield is faster than Baker, right? I mean, than Brooke. I mean, than Bryce, right?
yeah,
He seems
yeah,
faster. Like when he takes off, he takes off. Like you know what I'm saying? Bryce has a little bit more wiggle to him, but so that can help him like kind of get out of the pocket and make a play downfield. He's been getting way better with that, so he looked good doing that today.
yeah. I think Bryce is quicker, but
You
I
know what
think
I'm saying?
Baker is faster. Like if we stride for
Yeah, that's
stride,
the perfect way to
Baker
say it.
is gonna get away from him.
Yeah,
But I don't think neither one of them is like fast, you know, like that.
nah, definitely not.
So
Ian can catch him. Like you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. Overall, like I said, offense played good, defense played solid. I really don't got any complaints about today. We knew it was going to be a tough divisional matchup, so I'm glad like a tie didn't happen, like you said. As far as getting to the playoffs, our path is clear at this point. I mean, they can say they said it like right after the game, like okay, they have to split the next two. It really just comes down to the Tampa game. You know what I'm saying? The Buccaneers got Miami next week. So I mean, I know we last time that happened, we chalked it up to the Buccaneers getting a win, but I just every bone in my body feels like the playoffs is going to come down to week 18. So we just got to be ready for it. I don't care if coach has to sit cats against the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? We have got to win the last game of the season, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Got
because
to.
I believe even with the win, they still had us only having like a 45% chance making the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. Because if the Buccaneers win out, they get it. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And so,
So
the Dolphins started Quentin Ewers, and yeah, they lost to the Bengals 45-21. I just put that up real quick.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, I don't, especially if they start Quentin Ewers, like I don't, yeah, yeah, I don't,
I don't see them losing that game.
yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna come down to week 18. So I don't see. I don't know. The Seahawks are still playing for something. So because they're the number one seed, they want to keep that. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, well, I guess we'll wait because I know we're about to talk about that in a few.
yeah. So Quentin had two INTs against that Bengals defense, which is, one of them that everybody have a party on. So um, yeah, I
Yeah,
think the Bucks gonna give them a day because Dolphins don't have a good defense, and um, we saw the Bucks receivers are back, like they're getting healthy, so um, kind of getting in stride. But with
absolutely.
that being said, like you said, coming up, man, we got the Seahawks. Um, you can blame it on the pattern. You can blame it on. I just believe the Seahawks are better, but I think we lose. I think they kind of get off to a decent lead, maybe around 10 to 14 point lead, and then Bryce in garbage time kind of cut it a little close. But I don't see us winning it. Like I really don't. The Seahawks are really good. The one caveat being is we can win if Sam give it to us because Sam still has the ability to be like, psych, I lied.
Yeah, he gonna throw you one. Yeah,
All right. So if Sam is in that mode, all bets off. I got the Seahawks. But if he plays, what we talk about with Bryce, complimentary football, I think it just right now just have the better team overall, just the better team. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And they're like they've switched it up over the past. I was literally listening to George Cosell talk about this on Colin's show, how they're running that 13 personnel, which gives them a lot of like Kenneth Walker is not he's a home run hitter. He's not like really a guy who's going to, methodically get you 3-4 yards. He wants to kind of do his dance in the backfield and try to bust it. So we have an opportunity to we just have to be an opportunistic defense. Like you said, they're better in pretty much not pretty much, they're better in every facet of the game than us. So we have to play sound and try to play keep away. The only thing with them is just like with the last game, how they scored 13 points in the last couple minutes of the game. The game is never over messing with a team like that. So I don't know, bro. It's gonna be like the path to victory. Obviously, as we talk about every week when we're playing these top end teams, is no turnovers, we need at least one turnover. Hopefully, Sam can help us with that. And then we need to be able to stymie their run game and be able to run the ball. I don't know what the hell has happened to our run game, bro. Like we just can't run the ball. I mean, do you think it's because we're going against division opponents, or like what do you think that
I
is?
think Rico with the groin a couple weeks ago, I don't think he has the same burst that he had. So I feel like he kind of,
I agree.
I don't know if pressing is the right word, but he kind of has that Le'Veon thing where he's trying to wait, be patient back there and wait for the hole to open. Um, and I think right
Yeah,
now Chuba just kind of got the hotter hand and they're giving the ball to Rico because what he's done this year. Um, yeah,
yeah,
man, I think that's more of they trying to figure out how to balance the backs and how to use the back, and you trying to figure out who got the high hand, who don't. And I think they maybe just need to switch Chuba and let Chuba take the reins again. Because he's right now, I see more of
yeah,
explosion with him, even though he did kind of get tackled, I think, during that first drive behind the sticks or whatnot, but there was no hold there. And just going back to like with the Brown, like the first half, like a lot of times we was running away from the middle because of Vita Vea. So that's partly like they have a stout run defense at the middle with, the same way we got a Brown, they got a Vita Vea, and most of our successful runs was to the outsides, even the horn, um, sweep route run around counter run or whatever.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, I think it's just a combination of a lot of stuff, including they got a stout,
yeah.
interior, but yeah, I think they probably need to switch to two, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying that today. I was like, damn, I don't really think it was a play that he Rico bounced to the outside, but he didn't make anything of it. And I was just looking at it, I was like, damn, he don't got the same pop, bro. I was like, I wonder if he's hurt and he's just trying to fight through it. I guess everybody's hurt at this point in the season, but if he's not 100%, I mean, you saw how Chuba looked when he wasn't healthy. We was talking about, maybe we could trade him for some pieces. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad we didn't do that because I just feel like you said, it's probably one of those situations where we need to go ahead and ride Chuba for a couple games, at least the next game or two. Because I feel like with the Seahawks having such a good defense, like Rico can help us in any game, but we talked about this. Chuba gives us those bruising yards, and for teams who have really, really stout run defenses, I think that's the type of player you need. He's sneaky. He can bounce it to the outside. He's good at breaking tackles. But I think when it comes down to the nitty gritty, Chuba's still the guy you want carrying the ball in between the tackles. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, 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 especially now. And on growing injuries, like I know I strained my groin like 2 years ago. Like that thing, it's hard to be confident, especially you're growing and it's around your man parts too. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Like that don't surprise me at all. Like, and that joint don't that it only get
for
better with rest. Like that ain't one of the ones where you can just work your way through it.
yeah,
Like you got to sit still with that. So I, I don't think he's
for sure.
completely healthy. I think he's just, he maintaining, but he ain't
Yeah.
healthy with it.
I mean,
Oh,
go
I
ahead,
was
my
about
bad.
to, just do a quick little, we could touch on injuries. Your boy got his whole jaw broken in Miami. Your boy said, Anthony said he threw a straw.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. They say you on a liquid diet for a few weeks. Yo, your man's Anthony Joshua put he put that video of him knocking him out on his Twitter with the caption Netflix and chill. I was like, damn. Hey yo, that was a crazy salute to Jake Paul though, bro. I mean, you stepped in the ring with a. I wouldn't, bro. You would have to pay me a bunch of money. I guess he's probably making easily probably seven figures or something like that, right? So I don't know. I have to really pray about that one. But to step in the ring with a dude, I was. That's what I was saying. Like when we were podding about this, man, I was like, yo, it's got to be one of them things. There's no way it could be. There's no way they can get away with this being staged or whatever. Because Anthony Joshua should knock this dude out. So yeah, that was fun. That was entertaining for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, it says he made anywhere from 92 to 184, and we talking mil. So, um, yeah.
What? Jake Paul by himself or the whole fight brought that in?
No, Jake Paul reportedly earned a massive payout, which estimates centering around 92 million to 184, which is a hell of a um range,
That is
and
crazy,
Paul
bro.
hinted at even a higher figure of 267.
That's crazy. I mean, yo, bro, he's in Mayweather
Yeah,
range now, right? Like
yeah,
Mayweather was the only nigga getting 9 figures for a fight. Bro, that's insane, bro. That's insane. Dang.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
And he probably didn't have to give Anthony Joshua, but so much because Anthony Joshua ain't made big bucks. So even if he gave him 30 to 40, that'd be, one of his highest paid fights. So yeah, but I
yeah.
will.
I
Go
mean, for Anthony Joshua, it's slight work. 40 million to go in there with a well, he would to him it's an
Yeah.
amateur. You know what I'm saying?
So, but like Jake, those first 4 rounds, we saw the game plan, run around, move, don't get hit. He was definitely quicker than him. Um, so he was able to kind of stay in there. I feel like Anthony Joshua was pressing, like he was trying to knock him out and versus just walking him down. And I think he could have got him out of there quicker if he just went to be more tactical, but at the same time, I think he thought, hey man, I cannot let this thing drag out, and it ended up dragging out. And I think one of those times Jake caught him towards the fourth, and then once he kind of felt that, he seemed to go ahead and go get him. And Jake tired out that last round, and it was, you
Yeah.
know, I after like that.
It kind of played out
Okay,
like no, I was just about to say it kind of played out how you said it in terms of we were kind of arguing about the level of fighter Anthony Joshua was, and to me, I'm with you. Like if Tyson Fury had been in there, he would have just cut the ring off in the first couple rounds and just kind of cornered him. He would have just been picking him apart. You know what I'm saying? And you can't dodge because he's setting up so many different, using his shoulder movements, his head movements. Jake would have been faking one way and walking right into a punch. Whereas Anthony Joshua, you're right, he looks a little bit more robotic because he's so massive and he's a good boxer. But once again, it's just levels between, like you said, I think he did want to go ahead and get him out of there early, but he's just not fast enough and stuff like that. He had to kind of wait it out, so wait for the perfect
yeah, and I
opportunity.
feel like somebody
So
like a
yeah,
Usyk would know how to cut the ring off a little better and and stop that.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely,
um. Yeah,
yeah,
but Anthony did call out Tyson Fury, so I would love to see that fight. Um, and I don't know who I'm not
that'd
sure
be
who
good.
Usyk got up next because I don't think neither one of them want Usyk right now. I don't think there is a heavyweight who's trying to deal with
No, they
Usyk right
don't.
now.
Yeah, I don't think there is nobody out there right now, bro.
So,
He's just let him chill. You know what I'm
but yeah, man.
saying?
The only other thing is the college football playoffs happened this past weekend. Um, we told
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
we told y'all Oregon was gonna win in blowout fashion. Ole Miss was gonna win in blowout fashion. The two competitive games, Alabama versus Oklahoma. Alabama pulled it out after being down, and then Miami pulled it out versus Texas A&M. Um, so now we got Oregon versus Texas Tech, Alabama versus Indiana, Ole Miss versus Georgia, and Miami versus Ohio State. Um, I mean, if you want to go through them kind of quickly, Oregon and Texas, man, I don't know. Because Texas Tech has, I believe, with Miami the most 17-point wins amongst opponents. So Texas
yeah.
Tech is one of those teams that can win it all or can lay an egg, in my opinion. So if I got to pick one, I'm gonna go with Texas Tech just because they've shown throughout the season like they can beat anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I would go with I'm probably gonna go with Texas Tech too. They're the 4 seed, right?
Hmm.
Overall. Yeah, so I mean, if they're the 4 seed, I mean, I think they got a good enough defense. I'm gonna ride with Texas Tech. I've been listening to Joe Klatt and Colin Cowherd this week. They say yo Texas Tech might be a sleeper, so I'm gonna ride with them too.
Yeah, and then Alabama, Indiana. I'm gonna go with Alabama, even though Indiana quarterback, the Heisman winner, I'm just blanking on his name now. Yeah,
Mendoza.
Alabama loses to great quarterbacks under Nick Saban. So that's probably gonna still be the case, and I'm probably gonna sound
Yeah.
stupid. Not an Alabama fan, but I don't know. I just feel like Alabama right now is trending in the right direction. So I got Alabama over Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with Indiana just because they got the Heisman winner. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe, and then didn't they just beat Alabama? Who they beat in the SEC championship?
Yo,
Was
Georgia.
it Georgia or was it Alabama? It was Georgia. Yeah, I mean they just did it. We got proof of concept. You know what I'm saying? So Mendoza is going to be the best player on the field. So I'm gonna ride with the Heisman winner for that one.
Yeah, and then Ole Miss, Georgia. I actually got Ole Miss, and it's only because of I think it's some like bit of a destiny play. Uh, Lane did them semi dirty going to LSU, so I think right now they just gonna be
Yeah,
able to ride that. The football gods and let them upset Georgia late, close field goal, last second field goal. So I got Ole Miss beating Georgia, but once again, no football reason. It's strictly the football gods and the way Lane left them.
yeah, right. No, I was good. I would have said Georgia before you said that, but you just kind of sold me. You can't go against destiny, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm with you on that. And it would be a fitting story if he left to go to LSU because he was thinking he has a better chance to win. And then this team gets to like the Final Four. You know what I'm saying? Because coaching is so big in college football that if your team gets to the Final Four without you, you might have been the push that gets them over the top. They can win a championship. So they're good enough to do that. So yeah, I'm rooting for them too. No football involved. I'm just rooting for
Yeah,
them to
and
win.
then
So I'm going with Ole Miss on that
yeah,
one.
and the last one, Ohio State, Miami. Miami, it's been a good story. The U being able to say they somewhat back, but Ohio State is just a different tier. I don't think this game is, well, it's going to be relatively competitive, but I still got Ohio winning by double digits, probably 10 or more for sure. And I think just Ohio State makes it look relatively easy. Like, I don't think it's going to be a massive blowout, but it's going to be one of those games where, oh, it's 10 to 14 point lead, and it's never truly like it's threatened. Ohio State feels threatened at all.
Yeah. You said they're
Yeah,
gonna play
Miami.
Miami, right? Yeah, that was such a a slugfest of a game in terms of just like gritty. Them against Texas A&M. I like what I saw from their defense, but I didn't see a lot of Texas A&M this year, so I'm not sure whether I don't know what their strength is. So I'm actually gonna ride with Miami, man. Ohio State, I know they're a top team. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Day, they're returning champs, so I know they should be favored. But I'm gonna go with Miami.
Okay. Well, hey, y'all got our thoughts, you know. You can go bet at King Drafts, put code Dab Sports in. Uh you get 10% of your money back if you lose. Yeah, we just made all that up, but uh shout out to you. But man, I mean, with that being said, man, we gave the instant reaction and picking the next game all in one video with it being Christmas week. So we just coming to y'all once. Of course, they're gonna be shorts and stuff throughout the week. So to everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and if you don't celebrate no holidays, just enjoy your time off if your job allow you to have that as well. But with that being said, on forwards me, like, comment, subscribe, share the link, send the link, the whole link, nothing but the link. We don't want just the tip of the link. We want the whole link. You understand? Share that thing.
Okay. So for the audience that the audience that Demetrius was trying to reach, y'all heard that loud and clear. For everybody else, just like, share, and subscribe. That's all we want you to do. Share it with your homies. You know what I'm saying? No links involved. Just just share it, please. This dude is crazy, bro.
So yeah, so if you here with
Oh
us to
God,
this
man.
point, you clearly a Dash Force fan, so you got your little giggle out of it. Uh, and that's what happens. Once again, if you just get a tip of the link, she may giggle. You got to get that whole link.
Let's move. Let's move past it. Let's move past it.
But
I don't want to be a part of this.
but yeah. So like I said, we'll be back with y'all next week. After this Seahawks game. Um, and we'll, we'll let you know
Sweet.
our thoughts. And we'll probably recap that Bucks Dolphin game, at least just the win and loss, because we know how much of an impact that has on us. So with that being said, again, happy holidays.
Absolutely.
I ain't rapping in a minute, nigga, but I'm back though, nigga.
Boy, go crazy.